What if your farm consisted of only giant crops in Stardew Valley? And what if you could get juice from them? How much money could you make by winter? Let's find out! I began clearing my shared farm with Rhea to make room for our sizable produce. In order to greatly increase our odds of giant crops for the sake of the challenge, we obtained special modded fertilizer. Giant crop fertilizer. We then planted our starting parsnips in the few variety seeds we could afford 9 of. Oh, it's also very important that we get tappers. Tapper, I hardly know her.
Tapper?
Because we also have a mod that allows us to tap the giant crops, and we can make juice! Giant crops, when harvested, give you double the amount of crops that you'd normally get after harvesting.
So if we plant 9, you get 18.
Yup. Grow, crops, grow! Who's that? We steadily began to clear more of the farm for expansion, as well as decorated with fences and paths, so we could better take pride in our work as giant crop farmers. Other farmers wish their crops were as big as ours. That's not the only thing that we have that's bigger than other farmers.
Our farm is also a lot bigger than other
our
farmers.
Farm, that's what I was referring to.
Yep. Big parsnip.
Wow, they're magnificent. Our very first harvest arrived by day 6 in the form of enormous parsnips. I have kale, parsnips, potatoes, tulips, and yaz. After selling our colossal crops, we used that cash to purchase more seeds. In Vanilla Stardew, you're limited to a select few giant crops, but we used a mod that allows far more that you've yet to see. Next to sprout and flourish were a potato and tulip, both radiant and, well, massive. But we couldn't let our farm stay small, as that defies our moral ethic here at Giant Crops Farm. So it was time to upsize. Unfortunately, sometimes nurturing giant crops requires trial and error, and we were not without our fair share of error.
It wasn't giant.
Rats. Ugh. Like we were normal farmers for a second. The Egg Festival arrived and we had our hearts set on a lovely strawberry patch, the size of a country, so we bought as many seeds there as we could, and won the egg hunt, even though the eggs were small and sad. 5 head.
Oh my
god.
You go worse than Bone.
It's okay, we would have looked dumb if we both had it anyway. Good news is that we do in fact know how to do math. Wait, how have we not run into a crow yet?
I don't know.
I played 20 days in Stardew Valley. Here's how it went. Oh! When the strawberries ripened, they were a stunning sight and it felt almost wrong to break them down. But money is a fantastic motivator, so it was time for them to be sold.
15k, 11k of that was from today.
We continued the farm farther left with the gold we'd received and got ourselves even more decorations at the flower dance, as well as an increasing number of parsnip seeds. Oh my goodness. And with that, we made a good amount of change for the start of summer. Excited to gaze upon the summer's humongous harvestables, I went to Pierre's and bought 7 different types of seeds, and planted them on our now quite sizable land. There's another mod that had yet to come into play thus far. We all know that Tapper can access syrups and resin just by stabbing it in. But what about giant fruits and veggies? So we made it our goal to go mining for copper in order to craft tappers. The peppers are done.
The peppers!
Okay,
Let's get the tapper!
Oh yeah, get the tapper. Wait, what did we get? Hot pepper wine. The tappers produced wine and juice, which made tons of sense and absolutely none at all. But with even more income, who's complaining? Yo! The flowers.
Let's see if we could tap them.
And as more of our crops grew, the more giant crop-based products we were able to sell. But in case you might have been curious, the flowers were unable to be tapped.
Look at
Regardless, they got the farm to 50k gold earned.
50,000!
At the luau, we poured some red pepper wine, and the town loved it, even without the knowledge of its overgrown origin.
Woo!
And I spent more time on decorations, wells, and pathing. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful.
I love so much.
Okay, wait, don't break those.
Can we just pretend that aliens in the night sky like shooting stars?
Alright, never mind, whatever, just break them. By midsummer, a house upgrade was in order, and I hoped that sometime in the future I could get the upgrade I needed for the basement with kegs for our wines.
Okay, do you want left or right for the chopper?
I'll go left. The end of summer hit and it was time to chop down all our giant crops in preparation of autumn, where we'd see new seeds and attend the fair.
Okay.
Autumn. Get off my farm. After doubling our income, autumn was upon us, and it was time to begin again, even bigger and better this season, starting with a new house.
I can't be a baby.
Soon enough, everything was planted, and it was just an excruciating waiting game, which led to some lapses in sanity, I will admit. Haley's gonna love this. It's such a dumb joke. There's something really funny about it just being the eggplants. It's like we're regular farmers with a specialty for large eggplants. But we didn't have to wait long for our farm to thrive again, and though our big bounties weren't permitted to be displayed, their beauty lived on in the spirit of products they resulted in.
Like the rainbow.
Like the rainbow.
Like the rainbow.
I'm guessing third or second. Third. Yeah, third place!
Mayor Lewis, I'm going to hang your shorts from the flagpole.
Honestly, that's the best way. If he knew how splendorous our giant crops were. By the end of autumn, the colorful plethora of all we had yielded made for a delightful looking farm, and an even bigger smile on our faces. And an even bigger wallet. Thank you so much for watching! Which giant crop looked the best? Do the crops need to be even bigger? Until next time!